All right, guys, welcome back. This is Jordan, aka the Hondu. Y'all, welcome back to the second episode of the Hondu. Today we have your boy Manav, Sergio Rambos, fanboy over here, and you also have Scott Fisher over here. You guys didn't meet him anytime soon, but go ahead and introduce yourself, Scott. They know Manav.
What's up, man? My name's Scott. Big Man United fan, big Fulham fan. You know how it goes. So yeah, just here to give some insight and let's have a good chat.
And then you got TJ over here, old boy, Barcelona boy in trouble. Hey, your refrigerator's open still. All right. Let's get into it. Now, we're just going to start. Let's start with the back because today we're going to be going over United. And let's start right there. I'm going to go with you, Scott, first because you're the United fan. How would you say you guys are in the back, goalkeeper-wise?
Goalkeeper, I think, I'll be honest, for the past 7 seasons, De Gea has been arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. The last 2 seasons, he's made some pretty kind of simple mistakes. And everyone's kind of gone at him for it and said, oh, maybe he's not the best goalkeeper in the world. Maybe he's, falling off a bit. But I honestly trust him. I do. I do think he's a good goalkeeper, and mistakes happen. And especially in a goalkeeping position, you're going to see it a lot more. If a striker makes a mistake, they can easily maybe score a goal later on. But a goalkeeper, it's for the world to see. And they always go at goalkeepers after the game. It's it was so apparent, it led to a goal, something like that. They're always going to see the mistake from a goalkeeper. But if I'm being honest, I trust him. I do. I think he's a very good keeper. He brings good experience. The only thing I think would kind of be a worry if I was De Gea is going to be the fact that Dean Henderson looks incredible out on loan at Sheffield for the past 2 seasons. And he's definitely going to want first-team football. So it's whether or not Manchester United keep him around or move De Gea on. It just depends on what the manager is looking for.
All right. Manav, what you think?
So if I would say David De Gea, the guy has stuck around for United way longer than anyone in the current squad, I think. And he was there for United when they were at their shittiest post-SAF. So I would say goalkeepers have their bad seasons. Courtois had a bad season the past 2 years for Madrid itself. But David De Gea is on a whole new level, and we know how capable he is. So I think if we given the chance and given the experience he has right now, and him being even the main goalkeeper for Spain, he's a force to deal with.
Okay. TJ, what you think?
Well, I see the case for David De Gea. Previous seasons, he is absolutely balled out, right? He's been undisputedly the best goalkeeper in the world, and these past 2 seasons have been a little rough for him. I feel let's see how it goes. This season, was cut short because of the Rona, and I feel like we can come back next season. Everyone's healthy, and see what he's about. But definitely, if Man United has backups, I think Ole needs to watch out, because if he's still inconsistent, he's got to look forward to someone else.
Okay. I feel I would very much rely on De Gea just because, before, if I'm forgetting the last 2 seasons, I really don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper save like he does. It's unbelievable. And when you look at Courtois and Oblak, it's they're 6 foot goddamn too big. But, the saves that De Gea has made before, I think, honestly, I think we can all agree there have been times where De Gea has been too good for United, where he could have gone. But to be fair, he stuck around, and I think he stuck around more so because he has the right mentality for your guys' club. I like his mentality. I do want to see Henderson definitely come back and push him to be better. I would love to see that because he's been phenomenal, and I think that's the best thing he can do because right now I think he knows that if he fucks up, he's still going to he's still going to be playing. When he was stripped of his captaincy, I was actually surprised by it, but in the end, it was very difficult for United. I can say I couldn't really identify who should be captain between you guys. Even Maguire, who has it, it's like, yeah, it's cool, but yeah. Like, see, Scott, your head went like that. Yeah. It's kind of like it's iffy. So I would stick with De Gea. There's no point in getting another keeper right now. For one, I don't think you have the funds to do it really, and two, I think that's the least of your concerns, goalkeeping wise. Because I think De Gea will come up big in the big moments. I just think the defense itself. Well, we'll go with that. We'll talk about that next. Let's all go ahead and talk about the defense. And Scott, you go ahead and get onto that. The defense. How do you guys look in terms for yourself?
I think defensively, it's a very kind of young defense that we have going on right now. I think Wan-Bissaka is 22, 23. Lindelof is 24, and he still has his best years ahead of him, trying to get into his prime. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit older. Harry Maguire's 26. He's not even like hitting his prime yet. And then you got Luke Shaw, and surprisingly, Luke Shaw is only 23, 24, but he's been around forever. I mean, I'm honestly okay with the defense. I think if we were to change one thing, it would have to be getting a new centre back. In all honesty, I think Maguire's okay. I don't mind Maguire. Lindelof, he's not my kind of centre back. I'll be honest.
The man has no neck.
Mm-hmm.
No neck. It just looks bad. I thought he looks like one of those FIFA players you try to create, but you fuck up a little bit. No neck. It's just weird. But I see your point on that. You guys have a good defensive. I mean, I'm jealous you guys have Wan-Bissaka. That's honestly
everyone is. Honest about every team is.
Manav, what do you think of Man United's back line?
So I'll go through this player by player. I'll start with Harvey Maguire. Honestly, one of the best center backs in the world right now. He hasn't even hit his prime yet, and the way he's playing and the way he's carrying United.
I love TJ's face. This boy.
Well, I don't know what TJ. I said one of the best. I didn't say the best. Like, he's really good. But as a captain, I think Man United can do better. The second one, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, one of the best defensive fullbacks in the world right now. He's really good. Then, of course, there's the left back, Brandon Williams, who's on loan.
No, he's not.
A little bit.
He's not on loan. He's there. He just played last game.
He's awesome.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
So I think he's a prospect. He needs to develop a little bit more. And Luke Shaw is coming up the ranks. They bought him from Southampton for a record transfer fee, and he's been going good. Then there's Diogo Dalot, who I don't think is getting a lot of chances, but he's a good prospect too, and I think they should loan him out or something. Then of course there's Phil Jones.
We're just talking about the starting 11 right now. Starting 11 defense. We can talk about that when we get to transfers.
Okay. And Victor Lindelof. I would say they have a decent setup in the back, and they have one of the few least conceded goals in the Prem this season. So they're a force to be reckoned with.
Okay. TJ, you scrunched your face up. What's that about?
Does it a lot.
Harry Maguire being one of the best defenders in the world.
Wait, TJ, dead ass. Your refrigerator really is open.
I know.
They highlight a mamu for me.
But I feel like Man United's defense is actually pretty solid. We have Harry Wan-Bissaka. He was a great signing. I believe Harry Maguire was a bit overpriced, but he's doing the work that he was purchased for, right? He's doing what needs to be done. Lindelof, I think, is the weak link in Man United's defense. And other than that, I feel like they don't really need any other defensive signings for the moment. I don't know. I'm not a Man United fan, but they've been looking pretty solid since the restart.
Okay. I feel with your defense, if I was gonna say who has the after Liverpool, whose defense is better, I would choose to work with. I think United has the second best defense besides them, especially potentially wise, and it's very close between them and Chelsea. I still think United defensively wise go ahead, definitely just because Chelsea's they've lapsed in concentration, but I think potentially wise, um, they've very much defensively invested correctly with Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof, for me, I don't think he's ever going to be a starter in the team. I think you can keep him, but it's kind of like
I think he's more of a bench kind of centre back. Like you bring him on like in the last 10 minutes if you're trying to see out like a 2-0, something like that. I don't see him like if Manchester United are trying to get back to the place that they were before when they were under Sir Alex Ferguson. Lindelof isn't the centre back I'll go for. Harry Maguire is cool, but like Lindelof, my guy needs to be like big 6'4", kind of like just no nonsense centre back.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm surprised we did not bring Eric Bailly up.
I mean, Eric Bailly, he's had a lot of injury problems. That's the thing, because I mean, he is quite tall, but he's also had like a ton of injury problems. So it's just like you don't really want to put him in a position where he might get injured every single game and that sort of stuff. So I mean, I can see what Ole is doing, trying to just kind of keep Lindelof there, and maybe bring in like Bailly in like the second half. I know he did it in the Bournemouth game and that when they were up 3-1 or whatever. But it needs like Man United have done a long way.
Ake. I think if you guys get Ake, who is fast, actually he's I'd say he's one of the fastest defenders, center backs in the Premier League, right? I think he's one of the fastest.
Nathan Ake?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I would get him, and then because Maguire, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he'll ever be a world-class center back. I think he's world-class at heading the ball away, like getting those aerial balls. I think he's world-class at that. Yeah. But he's not like a real Ferdinand who can deal with the air, and then also he can run with you for a bit. And, like, he can deal with that. He's someone who needs a partner. And I think Lindelof isn't the right partner. I think I don't know what the fuck that man is, but he's not starting next to Maguire.
I got a quick question. Sorry.
What's up?
When you guys play Shaw and Jones, do you play them as wing backs or center backs, as subs for center backs?
I think Luke Shaw.
Jones.
Luke Shaw starts left back.
Luke Shaw okay. And then what about Jones?
Jones doesn't. He's not even on the bench. Honestly, he's in the reserves. Like that's just how it is,
I don't understand how he's even in that squad. The moment for me, and this is when he should have known he should have retired. When he was out on the same field as Messi last season, I think that was disrespectful to Messi himself. I'm like, you really brought this guy with a head. He had a bandage over his head. He looked like an actual Sunday League player who just got hit in the head by a bullet. And he just came out there and said, you know what? I'm going to go up there and just go against Messi. I don't – defensively wise, back to it, you guys are very good potential. I think if you guys spend the money in that area, you guys can definitely compete with Liverpool because Van Dijk makes a huge difference. I don't think any of us rate Trent Alexander-Arnold defensively. Joe Gomez is great, and he's coming through it. And I think Robertson's good, but I think it helps that he has Van Dijk and Gomez because those two are, I'd say, probably the best pair in the Premier League right now as a defensive center-back duo. But that's really all defensively wise for you guys. But we got to get to this midfield because I know this is a big talk I've had and I've wanted to talk about because I've heard Fred, I've heard Matic, I've heard McTominay. I want to hear what the fuck is going to happen. But, Scott, start us off. That midfield, how do you feel about it? Is it strong enough? Do you like where it is right now? What is it?
I'm liking how it is right now, I'll be honest. I think the balance that we have with Matic defensively, kind of just cleaning everything up and then just playing it to other players is good. Pogba is kind of going box to box. Like, he tracks back and, like, he helps defend, helps shield players off to the side for someone else to tackle. He can pick up the ball deep and ping it. He can drive with it. He can get into the other half and, like, do stuff there. So box to box, I think he's really coming into his own, which is nice. And then also having Bruno Fernandes, he's just been an absolute breath of fresh air in that Manchester United team. I'll be honest.
Jesus, man, I test that man for drugs, actually. He's so good, I would test him. He's doing some crazy shit. I can't believe that he's been so good for you guys.
He's just different. He's like different gravy. He brings a new dynamic to Manchester United that they didn't have before. You know, he's one of those that he wants to get forward and make a forward pass, not a sideways pass. You know, he wants to like put players in positions to score goals, you know, take long shots by himself. I don't care. Like, he can take a long shot, he can hit it in Rose, but like, he's taking a shot, you know, like he's getting into positions to score goals and getting other players into positions to score goals. Manchester United didn't really have that before. Mata's legs are gone. Lingard, he did it for a bit, but then he's just kind of fallen off, honestly.
That man's a joke. I'm sorry. He's a joke as a 27-year-old man. I think very much a kid inside.
He's just kind of fizzled out. He's had like a few good performances now and then. He scored some nice goals, but it's gotten to the point where it's not him anymore. You know, Bruno Fernandes is taking over. So that like kind of middle three, I'm very content with and I'm very happy with. I'm happy with the balance going into the wide positions. I know.
Oh, that's forwards. That's forwards.
We're going to call that as a forward. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy with that midfield three. You know, the one that's been playing a lot is Matic, Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes. The only thing I'd want is if Matic was like 2 or 3 years younger, that would be so much better, honestly. If he just had that little bit more legs in him, because he's getting into his 30s now. And he's going to bring experience. He's going to bring, you know, the footballing brain to the team. So I just wish his legs were a little bit younger, you know, so he could play for longer. I really do, because like McTominay is going to have to learn a lot before he fills that role. He just will. So,
true.
But I like this midfield. You know, if we're talking about like midfield three in the Premier League, it's probably up there in the top three. It is.
Okay. Manav, what you think?
Oh man, honestly, if I'm gonna speak for everyone here, no one expected Bruno to do so good.
No,
positively,
I
think
not. I knew he was going to do good, but not this good. This is completely changed the club.
So, I mean, like Bruno, you got Pogba, you got Fred, you got McSauce himself, you got Matic. I mean,
mix sauce. He can do anything, man. He can run a 5K in like 16 minutes. It's different levels.
So. Midfield-wise, I think United are set for the next 4 or 5 seasons. If they continue to perform like this, and I mean, like, I hope they don't lose Pogba, because now that they have come,
that man ain't going nowhere. Not going anywhere. He's sure as hell ain't going to Real Madrid.
No, shut
Not anymore. It's done. Hey, any hope you had? Hey, I speak for everybody. Any hope that you had of him going to Real?
To be honest, if I'm going to speak, I had no hopes of him going to Real. We didn't even need the guy, to be honest. We already have good deep-lying playmakers. We don't need Pogba. Okay. We did not need Pogba. We don't need Pogba.
Anything. I'm just, I'm interested in your opinion. I'm interested. I've never heard that yet.
Pogba gets in that team over Modric every day.
These Madrid fans, you know.
You make a valid point. TJ, what do you think of that midfield three?
Yeah, Man United's got a plethora of midfielders. It's beautiful. I hate Man United with a passion, but I have to respect that they have a quality midfield, right? They have lots of choices. My question is, though, so is it because looking at, you know, when they brought in Pogba.
Oh, shit.
Can I be honest? I'm just waiting for the Barca board to exchange Frankie de Jong for Nemanja Matic.
Calm down. That's never happening. But like,
those are big words. As soon as you said plethora, I was like, oh, look at him. Big Baller right there, throwing $1 right there, throwing out those words.
Oh man. No, but for real though. So I wanted to ask, like, see, when they brought in Pogba, right? Pogba was brought in to really control the midfield, right? And to really create new plays. Now bringing in Bruno Fernandes, who's a cam, and playing the 4-2-3-1. Are you gonna try and adjust that midfield? Are you gonna keep the formation? Because with the current formation, Bruno Fernandes is the main creator, right? And Pogba holds the back down with.
I think what United has now is Pogba could play make, but he would rather play make from. You can't have Pogba run at people and play make with those little touches at the top of the field, but at the same time expect him to drop a dime pass, like from deep in. And that's for Bruno and Pogba. For me, I don't know how you guard against that because one of them get hit a long ball across the field accurately, and then the other one can just be right there up top, and you pass it to him, and he does a quick little touch to send Martial, Rashford, or whoever the fuck through. So, I mean, in terms of midfield, that question, I think personally it's a great balance. And if those two are starting, it doesn't matter if a defense sits back or if they press forward, because the forwards, and we'll get into that in a little bit, the forwards do they have the right qualities to abuse. I don't see offensively wise how anyone stops United, whether you sit back or you press them, because they have two players who can just play make in different ways. Whether they want to hit it long, they want to do it short, it's truthfully up to them. But I'm sorry, TJ, I didn't want to interrupt you, my bad, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just, I was just wondering, does Pogba feel like he's being sidelined? But I feel like, since Bruno Fernandes arrived, it's been great football. And the two of them starting together is next level. It's been next level. So, I mean, I was just wondering, like, does Pogba feel sidelined? Because when he was brought in to be the Bruno Fernandes, and then he got injured. And now Bruno Fernandes is here, and he's taking over as the main creator at United. I'm just wondering how this is going to work out.
Okay. Well, in terms of midfield wise, I didn't say everything I want. I want to quickly go over that. Oh my God, I'm wondering that too.
Sorry, I've just been seeing him in the background go back and forth. It's like he must be making something good, man.
Hey, was that a future prediction I did? Because I was just messing with you with the fridge shit, but it's coming open every time.
Every time TJ talks, it's like someone's getting something out the fridge.
Facts.
I'm pretty sure the only prediction TJ wants true right now coming from your mouth is Barca winning the Champions League.
Bro.
Ain't happening.
If only we could, but
if only we could.
For another day. Yeah.
Midfield wise, I want to say United maybe has the best midfield in the Premier League right now. I'd say that, but even not right now. Looking towards next season, the only people who can compete, I won't say Liverpool's midfield, because they're just workaholics. There's no one in that midfield who you can say. I mean, if any of y'all are some Jordan Henderson PFA player of the season, nigga, y'all can fuck off right now.
No. Okay. Talking about the best
Fabinho isn't half bad for Liverpool, and Gigi Wijnaldum, of course.
Yeah, Wijnaldum, Henderson. Who else they got? The
Fabinho.
That'd be
Keita. But there's none of them are like you would say amazing. They just do the role that they're needed to. They have good stamina. They're working hard. They have some little individual things they can do. Fabinho, if I was going to choose one, I would choose Fabinho. I like Fabinho. That man hits a killer long-distance shot. He's great at pinging the ball. I love him. But I would say when you have Bruno and Pogba, those are two world-class players. And then you have Matic. You can't say Matic is world-class. You really can't. Shit. You can't really say that Matic or McTominay or Fred or whoever the fuck they want to play defensive mid is world class. But I'd say that when you look at every other team, there's no other team that has a midfielder more than one midfielder who's world class. Because I won't say David Silva's world class anymore. He's just there. I would say, yeah, I won't say he's world class. I'm sorry. He's a great player. I won't say he's world class. Because if he's world class, David Silva can walk into any team. But
David Silva is elite. He's not world class anymore.
There you go, elite. But you say De Bruyne. De Bruyne is the only world class player in that midfield. And remember before when Fernandinho was the defensive mid and he was the defensive mid? Like
he was the guy. He was the guy for like 3 seasons. He was the guy.
Yeah. And if him and De Bruyne were together, I don't see anybody. And him and Silva, those three, man, you ain't stopping that. But right now, I think United's midfield, I'll agree with Scott. It's the best in the Prem right now. And I think next season, unless Liverpool makes a signing.
So apparently Liverpool been looking at Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich.
Even if they get Thiago, I still think United is better because when Pogba's playing his best, which he is pretty much right now, he's getting up there. He's the best midfielder in the world, up there with De Bruyne. Even better. When he's playing at his best, his very best, yes. De Bruyne is playing at his very best consistently, but Pogba playing at his very best. I mean, you have a guy who can do. It's crazy. You see him at Juventus just running through people. You see him at France when he was at his best. For me, Pogba's still at his best. He's the best midfielder in the world for me. If I'm choosing between De Bruyne and him at their best, I'm choosing Pogba. And it's not by a huge margin. It's very close, but I choose Pogba. But let's get into the attack because I know that's what everybody want to talk about. That Greenwood doing that good shit. So, Scott, start us off with those 2 wingers and that forward you got. How you guys looking in your opinion?
I'll be honest. I think if we're talking about forwards and what we have right now, I think the most unique thing about our front 3 is the interchangeability and like how players can adapt to like different positions. Like you see Rashford, he starts out on the left most matches, but he can come through the middle. Martial pulls out onto the left, let Rashford go to like striker. And then Martial can like cut in on the right and stuff. And then Mason Greenwood, like he can go anywhere, to be honest. He can play up front, he can play on the other side. He's got the weak foot.
Hey Scott, hold up real quick. TJ, use your fucking words, man. Stop with this group chat shit, bro. But dead ass, say some shit, bro. Or I'm gonna be like Taylor and fucking delete you.
Well played.
Hey, TJ.
Hey, Hassan, what's up, bro?
Open again.
I'm trying to join in.
You're trying to join in now.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I brought you back to life, man.
I've been hearing some stuff. I really didn't agree.
All right. Came out Scott, keep going. My bad.
All right, no, that's cool. And like going on about like Greenwood, he's the guy. He's got the weak foot. He doesn't have a weak foot. He's the guy. So having that interchangeability between the front 3 and the goal scoring ability of that front 3, I honestly see it as probably one of the, if we're talking about the top like front 3s, it's top 3 in the Premier League right now.
Go ahead, Scott. Be honest, bro.
Along with Liverpool and Manchester City, I don't see any other team that has that kind of caliber.
The front 3 of United right now have the same amount of goals as the Liverpool front 3.
No,
Exactly.
they have more.
They have more?
Mason Greenwood scored 1 more. Yeah. So I honestly see it as like Manchester United have the best front 3 in like, we're talking like top 3 in the Premier League. They're like one of the top 3 best front 3, in my opinion. But the thing that makes it different is the interchangeability and the goal scoring ability. Because if you look at teams like, you see Manchester City, and you see like Bernardo Silva playing on the right wing. He doesn't score as much, he scores sometimes, but like Sterling's mainly doing it, Aguero and like Jesus are doing it. And then you look at Liverpool and like Firmino, he assists a lot and he gets, Salah and Mane into those positions to score goals. But if you're looking at Manchester United, there are goals coming from everywhere. Rashford could score. Martial could score. Greenwood can score,
Will score. Greenwood will score.
Yeah, it's different, It's like, it's different rules.
It's different gravy.
Yeah, it honestly is. It's just, it's better. You know, it's something that Manchester United have needed. They've needed goals for a while, and now they're getting them. You know, and it's good to see. You know, and it's good to see like Greenwood coming up from the academy, and he's doing really well. You know, and like Rashford came from the academy as well. It's a good young front three. You know, this is going to take Manchester United another, 5 to 7 years into the future. Like, you can definitely see it like that.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Manav, what you think? Manav?
Manav froze, bro.
That's okay. I'm sure it's tough talking about United like this. TJ, what's up?
We're talking about United's attack, right? They're solid. There's really nothing to talk about. I feel like United overall is a great squad. And with Ole at the wheel, it's going to be beautiful. I mean, look at Mason Greenwood these past couple of games. This man cannot miss. On his left, on his right, he just cannot miss. It's something amazing. And then now Martial and Rashford are deciding to show out. I mean, and don't forget that they just got Igalo, my Nigerian brother, you know.
Hey, yo, that's your dad, right?
You know. Just do it. Man, United is a great squad. I just can't wait to see them next season because this season obviously has been cut short. But yeah, definitely next season, United is going to be on fire. Can't wait.
Okay. Sam, what you think?
I'm not gonna say it's like it's that city level attacking football. I'll just say
Arsenal fans
will always find a flaw.
no.
They will always find
worried,
a flaw.
bro.
They're decent. They're not gonna they don't have a proper number 9. You know what I mean? Like they don't have that Lukaku finisher type striker, but they're decent. Mason Greenwood, he's not better than Saka, but we're just gonna leave it up. Yeah.
Okay. Manav, what you think?
I mean, that's cap, but it's all
I can't.
Scott, I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say that, Scott.
It's bullshit.
Manav, go ahead. I knew Scott was going to come at
It's
it.
bullshit.
Oh,
That's what I said.
speaking of United's front three, Rashford is the future. Of course, I think he's going to be the next Rooney. He's going to lead United. He's going to be really good forward. He sort of has the playing style of Ronaldo. He's like inside forward attacker from the left wing. He'll get into the center to finish. And Martial is a little bit inconsistent. He used to be really good. I think he still can get better if given the chance. And then of course there's Greenwood. Speechless. Kid's amazing. He's really good. And Odion Igalo, who scores against the Farmers of Europa.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely. Damn, I wish people could actually see these chats because this shit is fire. Y'all going at each other like that. Shit. Okay. Y'all, Man United's attack. Rashford. Well, Rashford's gonna be it. He's gonna be great. But y'all, Greenwood. He's gonna be the best of those two, in my opinion. I think Martial. I know people say he's inconsistent now, but I'm gonna be honest. If that man is smiling, and he's been smiling a good load, and he actually gets headers. Let's not even front on that. He actually has gotten some headers. He scored one against Chelsea, and I think he scored a header on. Oh, it's Christensen. So that ain't shit really, because Christensen can't win anything header wise. But he can still get headers. Rashford is still going on the ground. If he's going at you, he's gonna hit a knuckleball, and then Greenwood. You got someone who's really going to hit it with both feet. So right now, if I had to pay to go watch any front three play, I'm choosing them. For me, they're the best front three by a good distance. Not just right now, but I mean next season, because Firmino's nearly non-existent. He's not going to get goals like Martial's going to get goals.
But wait a minute, we have to remember Firmino plays as a false 9. Okay?
That's great. He can play.
Oh my goodness, he's a striker. He's a striker. He needs to score goals.
Well, he's a false.
False 9 doesn't specifically have to
give Benzema the same flack. Y'all be like, oh, Benzema's a creator though. He's a false 9. But y'all coming from me.
But it's the Klopp system. He's not looking for that. Klopp is not looking for that system. I mean, he's not looking for a striker who's going to score him goals. He's looking for someone to lay him off and be the creator.
Firmino is a good false nine because Salah finishes off most of the time. Firmino is to Salah what Benzema was to Ronaldo.
But that's great, Manav. But what happens when Martial is laying ball off for other players, which he kind of is doing now? He's laying the ball off. That's why you notice he's been getting goals even though he's had way less opportunities compared to.
That's because Martial is an advanced forward.
Okay, we're talking football manager roles right now. That's great. I know you know your bits. We know our bits. But if we're talking about as a striker in a front three, who are you scared to go up against, Firmino or Martial?
Lacazette.
Firmino.
I'm scared that man's just going to put a body on Lindelof and hurt him.
So if I
He's just going to be doing Congolese dancing
right now, I would say Firmino.
Are you serious? As a defender, you are scared of Firmino more than you are of Martial?
I am.
Martial doesn't dribble a lot.
Hold up, Hassan. You're scared of Firmino more than Martial?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you know I can kick you out right now, right?
No, I'm serious. I really believe.
Whole ass boy over here talking shit. Boy, what have you been eating, bro? Your brothers and sisters? God damn. You putting them for pull-ups?
Hey, yo,
flaming hot dill pickle.
That's probably what's been. Yeah, you've been saying some hot shit, Manav. So I'm gonna attribute everything you just said about Martial and Firmino to that shit. But okay, that's your opinion. I can listen to it, but I would be more afraid of Martial.
The banter too. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay. But that was the attack. Let's go ahead and I want to ask this question because it'll be real quick. If you had to choose 3 players to get rid of, you have 3 players you can get rid of. Who would they be? The 3 deadwood that you would take. The holy trinity of deadwood. Scott, who is it?
Phil Jones.
All right.
Jesse Lingard.
All
I
right.
approve that message.
And probably Juan Mata, unfortunately. I would say that.
Okay. Hassan, what you think?
I'll go for Pereira. That guy is dead.
Bro, Herrera already left. What's wrong with
Not Herrera, Pereira.
Oh, Andres Pereira.
Hey, you know what? If Herrera was still there, would y'all have made him captain still? Would y'all have kept him?
I would have.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I'm sorry. Continue, Hassan. What were you saying? What were the other ones?
So it has to be Jones, Pereira, and I like Lingard. So just
because he dances at the Emirates. That's why you like the boy. You love to watch his little dance when he scores in the top corner, man.
Listen, what you need to do is tell your boy Lingard to go beef up like you do, to give him your routine or whatever you did.
I got him.
15,000 push-ups a day, man. Man, fuck them books. Man. Them as weights, huh?
So it has to be Pereira, Jones, and is Rojo still there?
He said you like that little dance he does at the Emirates.
Rojo is still there.
Yeah, it has to be Marcos Rojo then. I don't even know why he's still there.
Okay, so Pereira, Rojo, and Jones. All right. Manav.
Rojo's gone, by the way.
Jones, Lingard,
Pereira's gone?
He's gone. He's at Estudiantes in Argentina.
Well, shit, that makes everything even better. Who's your alternative then, Hassan?
I mean, they have it. I would gotta be Jesse Lingard there.
There you go. Hey, have a moonwalk out of there while you're at it too. All right, Manav. who you think? Who are your 3 again? You said them real quick.
The legend Phil Jones, the next Pele Jesse Lingard.
Oh shit.
And the next Messi Andres Pereira.
All right, TJ, who you think?
I think it's pretty obvious. Do I need to say it? Jesse Lingard's got to go. Phil Jones got to go. And I'm looking. That's who was the third person Scott said? I didn't hear it.
I said Juan Mata, honestly.
What? Well,
I because his legs are gone. His legs are gone. He's not as quick as he once was. Like, I'll be honest, Pereira, he can come on for like 10 minutes and just pass the ball around. That's okay, instead of doing like the dumb stuff that he does. But like, if we're talking legs and stuff, Mata, he's 32, 33 now. He probably doesn't have a lot in him. I'd sell him now, see if we can get a profit for him. And like, you know, or honestly, like, I would be cool if Mata retired at Manchester United and we got rid of Pereira. I'd be cool with that. You know, Mata's like, he's a great player. You know, it's been a pleasure having him at the club, but I just, you know, either get rid of him or Pereira. It'd be like any of those.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Rojo.
He's at Estudiantes.
You don't want
He's
to
gone
see-
too.
he's
gone.
Sold.
He ain't
That
it.
is good. That is good. That is good. I would only take those two for now. They need to go to find greener pastures.
Okay. My three. I would choose Jones because I don't know how that man even became a professional footballer. He should have never even gotten a signature. I've never seen him have a good game. I'm not saying I've seen him since the beginning, but for me, he's a joke. And when I see him, I think people with no legs can play better than him. Who else? You know, Pereira. Golly, you know what? I'd probably keep him because he can maybe come on as a cam for a bit. You know, just do something for a little bit. Because I would rather him over Lingard. Lingard's just going to get muscled out by some – he's going to be a bitch, and I don't want to see him on the field. Because Lingard, he'll try to fight someone. It's like, bro, you are 5'7", skinny as shit, and you ain't fighting nobody. You dancing better than everybody, but you ain't fighting nobody. So Lingard can go, Jones can go, and I want to say Mata, but I'm thinking of someone else. I know who it is. Golly, who is it? It's that did you already get rid of Sergio Romero?
No, he's still there, backup
He's
keeper.
there.
I would get rid of him and bring back Henderson from loan.
But the thing is, Henderson wants to play like.
Okay, then facts. All right, then I would get rid of Romero. I would probably get rid of Delo. I would get rid of him. I don't think he's that bad player. I just think that he's not starting over Wan-Bissaka. And when's Wan-Bissaka going to get injured? When I die? I mean, shit. I mean, that man barely gets injured. And who's his alternative? Williams? He does a good enough job. Delo can't do anything defensively. When he attacks, it's okay. I think he could do good at a club like if he went to Arsenal. I would actually be interested to see how he does there. I don't think he would be amazing, but I think he would do better than Bellerin, or he would compete with Bellerin very well.
The disrespect, bro.
I think he would. Or he can go play winger somewhere else. I don't give a fuck, but he could just go. I don't think he hasn't started for United in about 3 moons. Or shit, I don't know how long, but it's been a minute. But those are my three. Now let's get on to that one player you can sign. I already know Scott what he's going to say. But, Scott, if you could sign one player for United, or you think United should sign one player, who would it be?
Well, I've been saying, you know, for a little bit of time that if Manchester United really want to get back to where they want to be, they need a big centre-back. And there's no one else to turn to but Skriniar from Inter Milan.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Hassan, what do you think?
I'm saying Koulibaly, big center back, partnership with Maguire. He's faster. He can cover him up. Very strong.
He's hella expensive.
They got money. They like spending.
Hey, yo, you know what's nice? It's like Hassan is like trying to sign players that his club could never afford. It's just madness. He's like, oh, there's money in this now. Okay, Koulibaly. Fuck it. You know? Let's do it. Let's do the deal. I'm being wise. Skriniar is probably going to be less money than Koulibaly. He probably will. So
he wouldn't compliment. I don't think he would compliment Maguire. I think if he was with anyone else, sure, but I think they're kind of like the same player in a way. But I think Skriniar is I think he is a great defender. I think if he goes, I think he's built for Premier League. I think he's built to go there. Manav, who would you say is your one player?
So for center back, I actually have two because.
No, you can't do this shit again, Manav. You did it last time. You gotta stick with one. You think you're slick, bro? I'm catching you.
All right, so I would go for Diet Upamecano.
What was that?
Okay.
Diet Upamecano.
That's our center back, bro. Stop playing with me.
I don't know, Hassan. I know it's supposed to be yours, but I mean, unless that nigga's posting something on his Instagram feed that shows him in a jersey of Arsenal, he ain't yours yet. He really
Yeah, I
ain't.
guess.
He could go anywhere at this point. He's a great center back, but I see that's a good shout out, Manav. I've been waiting for that. I figured you were gonna say it.
Why have Upamecano when you can have David Luiz and Mustafi?
Huh.
Like,
Dude,
why would you?
I'm not even kidding. Hassan looks like the love child of Fellaini and El-Neni.
What?
On Nenny.
We're just
I don't look
scared
like
of
that.
Man United and Arsenal, man. I don't know.
EJ, what you got to say? Who's your one signing that's United should get?
Looking at it, probably Skriniar. Not Skriniar, then Koulibaly. Their defense needs someone who can complement Maguire, and it's definitely not going to be.
Okay. If I was thinking strategically wise, because I do think United should get Sancho, but they can't get Koulibaly and Sancho. We understand that's not going to happen. I would want you guys to get Ake because I think he's Premier League proven. I think he's done very well considering he's at Bournemouth. And I think he has a good mentality for United, and he's fast enough to do what Maguire can't do. And he's not going to get megged the way Maguire will get megged. And if you pay for Ake, you'll have enough money to still get Sancho. So I think strategically, that's a good deal. I know if you get Koulibaly, huh?
Do they need Sancho?
I would get Sancho, yes.
But
because
who's Sancho going to come in and bench?
Exactly.
You can bench any of those three, but you can't have just the three. If one, hey, okay.
They have more than that.
Three get injured. What happens if Greenwood gets injured? Who comes in for him?
Daniel James.
Yeah, you also trust Daniel James?
Pace merchant. Daniel James still thinks it's FIFA 12.
Martial gets injured. Who's going to go up there? Igalo? Your father? Nigga, please.
He's going to be doing the Congolese dancing with Lacazette.
Wait, who's the Nigerian here?
And remember what happened when Rashford got injured? That was some dark days for United when Rashford was injured. Martial felt alone. He felt.
I mean, Rashford is he's not scoring goals. So.
But I mean, if those three one of them get injured, United doesn't have a backup. So I think it's got to be, bro, Scott. You just going hard at him. But it's got to be. I think Sancho has to come, but you guys just need enough money to get a center back because there's a way you guys can achieve both things at both ends. But you don't have to spend a shit ton of money for a center back if you see there's a center back there who has pace. And I think Ake does. I mean, shit, you said it yourself. And do you trust him defensively?
I do.
All right, man.
I trust Ake. I do.
All right. Then I'd say that maybe after a year or two when you guys are winning, because I think you guys are going to start winning. I think if you guys get a good center back, it's going to start happening. Then maybe Skriniar comes. Or hell, maybe Skriniar goes to Arsenal. Shit, God knows he needs some balls. Defensively.
Don't give Hassan hope. Don't give Hassan hope. Don't give Hassan.
Arsenal is not a club that big players want to go to anymore. It's just it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's what it is.
I mean, that is fact.
Okay.
It's a sad decline.
All right, let's talk about EuroLeague predictions. Where do y'all think they're gonna? Let's be honest. I mean, I think I'm just gonna say what I think offhand. I think they're gonna win. I don't care who is in it. I don't care if it's Chelsea. They're not in it anyway. But I don't care who is in it. I think United are gonna win it.
I don't see any team beat. I don't see any team beating Manchester United at the moment in the Europa League. I don't.
Cool.
Like I'm happy. I'm happy that we're not taking on Inter Milan right now because I feel like Inter Milan will cause us problems. But I'm happy with it right now. I'm happy with it. Like with the draw, I think we could go far in the tournament. Potentially, get to the semis or the final. And like hopefully, if we're in the final, we should probably be able to win it. So, yeah, I'm content with Europa League right now. But if I'm being honest, if I'm Manchester United, you know, I really I'd push in the league and get that top 4.
Okay.
I'd push. Like, even if it's, because here's the thing as well, if you're considering like what's going on with like Manchester City and like the financial fair play, they're probably going to be out of Europe for 2 years. Let's just be honest, they probably will. So if I'm Manchester United, I'm doing everything in my power to get that 4th place. I'm doing everything in my power to get that. And Manchester United have closed the gap. They're like, what, 3 or 4 points behind Leicester? And Leicester are slipping down slowly. So
Actually, 1 point
1 point, yeah. So
behind Leicester.
Yeah, so we're very close. And Leicester are slipping down the ladder. So I honestly think that Manchester United should push more in the league than in the Europa League in a way. I still think that, you know, they need to work hard in the Europa League and get results, you know,
Right.
away from home, because you don't want to throw that away. But if I'm being strategic, I'm putting all my energy into the Premier League, getting results. That's it.
Okay. That's smart. Hassan, what do you think?
So for the Europa League winners, I'm actually gonna pick the team that knocked us out of the league. I'm gonna pick Olympiacos to win the whole thing. No, I'm
This
joking.
nigga burned. This nigga burned. What are you? Come on.
I'll
What are
probably
you
pick
doing,
Chelsea.
bro?
I think Chelsea they have a stronger team than United a little bit. The midfield got a lot of legs in midfield. I'm telling you. And yeah, I'll just pick Chelsea. I don't think Man U are strong enough to beat Chelsea.
I think Man U are strong enough to beat Olympiacos.
They've done it before.
Like, Olympiacos living in Hassan's head rent free. He still sees like Valbuena.
That was a mad thing.
Different levels, bro.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pick Chelsea, to be honest. I think Man U can get the top 4 because Leicester are not like they're slipping up slowly, and Chelsea they're winning, but they're not winning convincingly. You know what I mean? They might lose.
We're talking about Europa, and Chelsea isn't in Europa this year.
Yeah, they're in
Gotcha.
Champions League.
They're in the Champions League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it caught me too. Yeah, I know. It caught me too.
It's been too long out of Europe. The Arsenal fans don't know the current updates.
They're playing Bayern. They're the ones who Davies sauced up.
Oh shit! I guess it's Man U. It's Man U or Inter Milan. On those 2 hands.
Okay. Manav, what you think?
So I think any of the four following teams I'm about to say. So 1, Manchester United, of course. 2nd, Inter Milan. 3rd is Bayer Leverkusen. And 4th is Sevilla.
Good
You think
shot.
Sevilla is going to get past Roma?
Definitely. The leg got cancelled, but Sevilla are the kings of Europa. No one can deny that.
They get results. They
They
get
do.
results in the Europa League. They get results.
I'm not gonna lie, they deserve to be called kings of Europa. They really are. Really, it's like they're like Real Madrid in Champions League. You just can't be killed.
Under Unai Emery.
Oh yeah, they won. They won.
They did win it under Unai Emery.
Three Europa Leagues under Unai
Three
Emery.
Europa Leagues under Unai Emery.
It's mad because like every single season as well, Sevilla just went back into the Champions League to get knocked out in the group stages and go and win the Europa League. Every single, it's like that. That's like the biggest shithousery in football, you know. Like along with Phil Jones being a professional player, Lingard still having a contract at Manchester United, you know, Arsenal being a top 6 club, and like Sevilla getting shithousing their way to win the Europa League. That's like just absolute quality.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that Sevilla. I'm not surprised actually, but I just can't believe that even though Inter Milan were like one of the title chasers, I don't know how they go. What are they 10 points behind now against Juve?
Something like that.
I've never seen anyone drop like that.
Silly.
Inter Milan had a tough group stage as well.
Oh, that's true.
The group was like mad.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose one team of those 4, If you had to pick a favorite, who's gonna win? Of that?
Sevilla.
Okay. All right, TJ, who do you think? And I swear to God, you say Olympiacos, I'll delete your ass right now.
Oh, shit. Sevilla, yeah. I love United. I hate United, actually. But, yeah, I say with their thing. Unstoppable.
Hey, do you guys realize even AX is in the Europa this year?
Yeah, but they're crap now.
Yeah,
They sold all their good players.
Ajax isn't in the quarterfinals, bro.
They're done out here.
they made their bread.
They're done with
Ziyech.
Ziyech. They're done with Hakim Ziyech as well. He can't play because he's a Chelsea player now. So they're fucked. They don't have a playmaker. They're out. Donny van de Beek can't carry that on his shoulders.
Oh, man.
What happening?
Man U's linked with Van der Beek too, right?
Even Madrid is behind Van de Beek.
Oh, shit, that's true. Oh, I got to ask this question, too. League finish for United. Where do you see them finishing in the league right now and next season?
Ooh, that's so hard.
Top 5 next season.
Hold on. Let's go in order because this is a big thinker. Scott, you go ahead.
Yeah, TJ.
Who's that?
Hey, you see, TJ. Get her back, bro. Yes. Get her back, TJ, man. Get her back.
Anyway, at least TJ has access.
Get her back on the black side. Hey, all right. If we're talking like Manchester United 4th place, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'm cool. I'll take it. I'll take 4th place right now. After the season that we've had and like the ups and downs, I'd take it. I just want to see consistency towards the end of the season.
Now, next season, where do you see you guys finishing?
3rd or 2nd.
3rd or 2nd?
Yeah.
Do you see yourselves finishing above City?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make this. Might be a little bit of a big assumption. I think Man City ain't gonna finish top 2 next year.
I don't either. I don't
think they will. I think players are gonna lose faith in Pep. You know, David Silva's gone. They're not gonna have the financial resources if they're out of the Champions League. It's like, yo, why would players come to them if they're not in Europe? They won't. So they're gonna have a very thin squad.
I mean,
Chelsea have strengthened too much.
Like when Juventus have gotten relegated, some players decided to stay back and help it.
Yeah.
And KDB,
what do you mean like Del Piero and stuff when he was there?
And KDB was one of the players who helped. Sorry, KDB is one of the players who's agreed to stay back and help Manchester City.
Yeah, it's just it's different now because back when Juventus were getting relegated, it's like, why would you leave this club? You know, it's a good club, but like if we're talking strategy, like if let's say Norwich get relegated, I'm jumping ship if I'm a good player. Like, let's be real. If I'm better than Norwich and I can be in the Premier League, I'm jumping ship then. If I'm Juventus, it's like, you know what? I can deal with this. I can do this for a season, get back up, and then we can challenge again. You know? Manchester City, like, I don't think if they're not going to be in the Champions League, I don't see many players coming to them and are going to be like, yeah, you know, let's play, let's ball, you know, we're going to, you know, do well and win the treble. It's like, players want to play in Europe, you know. Players want to play in the biggest stages, and like if they're not going to get at Man City, it's like, what's the point? Man City are going to have a very thin squad next year. I honestly think if we're talking top 3, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, that's how I see the top 3. Man City, the highest I think they'll finish is 4th. I do.
Okay. Hassan, what do you think? That's an interesting one, Scott. I've heard different, but that's an interesting one.
I'm going to say this season, I believe they're going to finish 3rd because they're like 1 point behind Leicester and 2 points behind Chelsea. Now, I'm pretty sure they're not going to lose any games after this. And I'm pretty sure Chelsea or Leicester will slip up. So I see them finishing 3rd this season. And I actually see them finishing 5th next season.
God damn, you really hate United.
I'm not. It's not a hate. I'm just saying. I really see Chelsea. I mean, I understand how he says players wants to. No player is going to go to Man City. But, like, really, look at the team that they have, bro.
Yeah, David
like,
Silva's leaving.
That's like
I want to play at the back with Otamendi. Hell yeah.
not Otamendi, but
Yeah, I want to be in the back line with Kyle Walker, who goes out and gets pissed drunk.
You did as
That
right.
doesn't
I
matter.
want to be in a back line who, has Benjamin Mendy, who can't even communicate with Gundogan and let Pulisic score.
Did you guys see what they did to Dyer, bro? FA is bugging. They
Nah,
fired dirty, bro.
FA's
They
done.
did him dirty.
Yeah, man.
They did him dirty.
It's different. I'm sure Hassan's happy, but
Okay, so Hassan, you said you see him finishing this season third and then next season fifth.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga with the balls. Okay. All right. Yeah, Scott, I call him. Yeah,
That ain't no cups.
Manav, what you think?
All right, so this season, I think they're going to finish fourth behind Pool, City, and Chelsea. Leicester finishing fifth. And next season, I don't care what you guys say or judge, they're going to fight for the title.
Oh, fuck no.
I'm not capping. They have serious potential. They're capable.
Manav, be prepared. The chat is opening up. The chat's opening up.
Predictable.
See Scott already typing. I see this man already typing over here. He's looking. I see you. I see where you're at. Oh, his eyes looking down the keyboard. Look, I see what you're doing, Scott. This man right here. All right. I see what you're doing.
it's gonna be kind of mad next season.
Leicester next season, I'm not even gonna be surprised. United are capable with Ole at the wheel. He was a player under SAP, so he knows the SAP philosophy. And it took time for SAP to even develop the club, so it's going to take all their time to develop the club.
Yeah, it's different now because Manchester United at the beginning of the season they were like a mid-table club, Now we're not a mid-table club.
If you guys do not have,
and they had like a ton of injuries as well. We're not like a mid-table club. We're not fighting out with like Crystal Palace, Newcastle, like Arsenal. Like it's just.
I knew he was gonna say it too.
It's different, man. It's different out here. But I mean, they've changed, and I hope to see consistency. And I do rank on Arsenal and shit, but like they've been consistent, so I respect it. But next season, Manchester United. I think Manchester United are like 2 or 3 signings away from challenging for the title. I do.
I mean, how much ever I hate United, because even in the Prem I support Arsenal, but like how much ever I hate United, I gotta be a little optimistic.
Okay. TJ, you've been quiet over there.
He's just been listening to the banter. He's been enjoying it.
So yeah,
and he's hit up Taylor again as well.
What you think, TJ? Where they finishing? Where they gonna finish next season?
This season, if they get fourth, they're gonna be lucky. I don't think there's enough. Let me look at the amount of games we have left. I don't think there's enough time for them to do it. But they are only 1 point behind Leicester, so it's possible. But I think they're gonna finish fifth this season. Next season, they're gonna finish top 4. They're not fighting for the title though.
Leicester have fallen off, bro.
Let's see how it goes, man.
Okay.
How it goes.
All right. I think what was it? Who said third for United finishing third this season?
I said that.
You said that? Yeah, I agree with you. I think they'll finish third. I don't see them losing any games. I see Chelsea slipping up. I see Leicester slipping up. I just don't see anyone beating that. You have 2 world-class midfielders and a world-class front 3. That's literally the equivalent. I'm not going to say the equivalent, but it's very difficult for I see anyone stopping that. And then also Chelsea, they just have something in them to just slip up.
Defensive errors.
They don't have any defenders, really. No, Alonso, I don't trust Alonso to guard my fucking porch. I don't guard him for shit.
Kepa couldn't save a Word document. Like, for real. That man struggles. He
really does. He's small as hell too, especially for that one goal that Zaha scored. I was like,
bro, that was a rocket.
Like 6'3", but I must have read that wrong. I must have. But the only good defender you guys would say that I would actually say are good defenders that Chelsea has. I like Zuma. I think Zuma.
No, Zuma's trash.
Hey, that's you. That's you. That's cool, but I think Zuma's great. I don't think if you give him the ball at his feet, no. But if you're asking about defensively, yes. Yes, defensively, he's going to win the ball in the air. How many times do you see him on a corner getting up and heading a ball and nearly scoring on the corner? I mean, if you polish that shit up, that shit is crazy. It's crazy how good he is defensively. Rudiger,
Kyle's their best
but
defender.
he has issues as well. What's his name? I can never say his name, Scott, but it's
Kyle Tomori.
Azpilicueta.
Yeah, I think after Davies, sent him the mental institution when Bayern went there, I think he needs to rethink, if I'm going to be a right back, I just need to understand that TJ, wake your ass up, man. Man, disrespectful.
Hey, yo, he was actually asleep as well, fully. That's levels.
She ain't calling you back, TJ. Get over it. She ain't calling you back.
Hey, yo, she ain't accepting that follow request back, bro.
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Next season, oh my God, I see them finishing above Chelsea, definitely City.
Maybe top 2.
Yeah, I see them top 2. If they get a center back, like if they get a good center back that complements Maguire good. Nah, I think it's second place. I think Liverpool just has a little more depth.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. I think United after in 2 seasons, yes. I think 2 seasons they're challenging. I think next season they're going to challenge as well, but I don't think they'll win it just because they have one person who gets injured, and then that can be it. So, but I think next season they're going to be the strongest team after Liverpool.
I have a question.
You don't need to raise your hand, Hassan. It's okay.
Do you really think that the Manchester United front 3 can compete with Liverpool's and Man City's front 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
My guy's bewildered.
You have 3. Hold up, Scott. I got this. I know you're a United fan. You don't need to take this. I got this. You got 3 forwards who are. You got Rashford, you got Martial, and you got Greenwood, who are one of the quickest in the Premier League. And you have Bruno, a playmaker who's great at unlocking defenses when you sit back, as well as Scott with the interchangeability as well. You have Greenwood, who I would take over Salah. I would take him over Salah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Yes, I would take Greenwood over Salah.
Do you take Saka over Salah?
You just put him onto his left. But Greenwood, you hope to God and you pray to Allah that he's just hopefully going to scuff it. That's it. But I would take him over Salah.
Salah's a left foot merchant.
Yeah. I'm speaking as a left back. I've played left back, and I'm telling you, from what I've seen and stuff, I would be much more terrified playing against Man United, their attack, because I don't see weakness. If you put the ball in the air, Martial can get to it. If you go low, you got the rest of them who can get to it. If you try to press him up high, Papa can ping a ball over the top. And what fullback is going to catch Martial running, or Rashford running, or Greenwood running? If the only fullback I know is Wan-Bissaka.
Hector Bellerin.
Nah, he's done. He's done. You're right.
Done at here, man. He had that one knee injury and he doesn't have that pace anymore.
There's no right back or left back that can keep up with him in the Premier League. And if you want to say Walker, cool, but that man's too far up the field. And we already saw what United did to City every game this season pretty much. And that was before Bruno even came, right? Like, really?
We done the double over there.
Pogba was even playing. So offensively, I don't see a weakness.
Mick Source did his thing.
So which front 3 is better? Aubameyang, Laka, and Pepe, or Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford?
Greenwood, Martial, Rashford.
I'm insulted that was even a question asked.
I think potentially it can get close, but I think Greenwood being 2-footed kind of just fucks with everybody. He's really it. Him being 2-footed messes with everything because none of the rest of the front 3 you line them up are double-footed except Son. But should we really even talk about Spurs? Do we really even need to bring that shit up? Don't even need to bring up Spurs in the chat. They're not worthy of that shit. So only double.
Hey, yo, what is your background? Hang on a minute.
Hey,
TJ, I'm a
is that what's in
nav,
your
bro.
fridge? Is that what's in your fridge, TJ?
Hey, yo, his dad was making some rolls earlier, man.
Hey, I'm really curious as to what TJ's dad was making.
Hey, I want to know, did he enjoy the meal? Because I felt like I was a part of it. I feel like we were all a part of him making that meal.
Yeah,
he enjoyed it, definitely.
That's good. That's good. I'm proud. I'm glad he's healthy.
This is.
Oh yeah, he's gonna need that strength. But yeah, that front three, they're better than everyone else, and it's not because of Martial himself or Rashford himself. Greenwood being 2-footed. That's really it. It's like asking me, say, why do you think Dembele could be great? He's 2-footed as well. How many footballers do you know who are 2-footed? And Dembele, that's only because he gets look at this. Zav wants to get in. Zav wants to get in right now.
Let him in. Let him in. We're here for all the banter.
Great batch.
Hey, this podcast is done out here, man. It ain't even about Man U right now. It's just gone on to like a rant and like Phil Jones memes. It's different level.
Phil Jones wasn't Mustafi.
See, this is why they want to add Zap. His iPhone is going to take hella long to connect.
Which iPhone does he have?
I don't know. The slow one.
He can't even get aux in the car. It's levels.
Zap, if you can hear this, I want to let you know I'm kicking you out. And right now.
Oh, Zav's he's connecting.
Is he connecting?
Right now, yeah.
Connecting his audio.
Connecting his audio.
Yeah, he looks like he's saying he's connecting, but he's not doing it. It's like Arsenal saying they're about to get that Upakame, but they're not really getting it.
Diode Upamecano.
I can't say his name. I know that man can defend. Yeah, Zab, it's okay. I'm just gonna kick you out. We're pretty much done anyway. We talked about United enough. We've talked about it all. Actually, if any of you guys have a question you guys want to ask the whole group, go ahead and actually go right now. So, Scott, if you have a question you want to ask us, like Hassan, you already asked me about the front three and stuff. So, Scott, like, what's one question you want to ask all of us to see our opinion?
All right. So, if you could have 3 players in, 3 players out at Manchester United, who would you get? So we talked about who we'd get rid of. Who would be like 3 players that you would buy to kind of replace those players, or like just what areas that you want to strengthen?
Okay. I would have gotten. I still get Ake. I get Sancho, and then I get what's his name? Ndidi. Probably get him.
Ndidi.
Mm-hmm.
Ndidi from Leicester.
Wilfried Ndidi.
Wilfredinho, right?
Yeah, I get him.
Big man. Yeah.
Those would be the 3.
I would probably go for Özcan Kabak. I think that's his name. The Schalke center back. That's one. Second would be Upamecano, and the third one would be like they really need a striker, so I would go for probably Lautaro Martinez.
Damn, we're thinking like financial takeover, right?
Yeah, that's an interesting.
I mean, United is never going to run out of money.
Biggest club in the world. Yeah.
Yep.
You're just running out of good people in your boardroom. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boardroom is as good as Barcelona.
Well, I actually think United's better right now. Barcelona, y'all boardroom is just, god damn, man. It's like you got all golf players in there or some shit. None of them have ever heard of soccer. They're making the worst moves. Hassan, if you had to pick 3 coming in.
I'm gonna have to go for Koulibaly. Has to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sancho, because like they have front 3, but all of them except Greenwood, they have a history of like being injured. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they have nobody to replace them. So they need Sancho, and then they need a big CDM because Matic is a bit old.
Zakaria.
So Probably, yeah, Ndidi or something.
That's my boy right there. There you go, Hassan. Ndidi, that's right. That's right. I knew someone was going to say it.
We all know that Arsenal want Ndidi bad.
No, they get Thomas
Arsenal want
Partey.
Thomas Partey.
Yeah, I'm about to say, whoever gets Partey, I think is the winner in that deal. But I think Partey's going to Arsenal before he's going to United. I think Ndidi is still a great signing for United regardless. But those are your three. I like the picks, man. I respect them. TJ, with your gloomy ass, man. What do you think? Who are your three?
3 players that I would buy for Arsenal.
No, for United.
Oh,
Arsenal can't afford players. Man, them about to rock up next season.
TJ, get rid of that background, man. You look scary as fuck, man.
it's the Phil Jones Mustafi background, bro.
Oh, man. You look like a Mustafi right now, man. It looks bad.
I got you. Don't worry. 3 players I'd buy for United. I don't really have anyone I'd buy for United right now, other than, like I said, Skriniar or Koulibaly. I think they're okay. To be very, very candid, I think they're all right now. It's all good.
That's that Barcelona thinking.
No.
We're okay.
See,
I mean, the house is on fire, but like we don't need to leave yet.
No, see the thing.
There
See
you
the
go.
thing, right? They have a youthful squad, right? Their squad is very young.
No,
So they're not gonna have any problems, right? How old is your
hold on, wait, TJ. Are you saying?
is very young.
Are we talking Arsenal? No, are we talking Barcelona squad or are we talking Manchester United squad?
United? I'm talking about United.
Okay, thank God. All right.
Yeah, so they have a young squad, so they're not going to run into any problems right at the moment, okay? And even for like 3-4 seasons, they're going to be okay. So other than getting a young defender that can help out Maguire, that's it. They're fine.
Okay. That wasn't the answer I was hoping of, but that's expected from a Barcelona supporter, I guess. Not getting what's expected, I guess.
One more question.
Hey, next time, TJ, just bring Messi over here to answer the questions. He'll do better.
One more
See how it
question for
is.
Scott.
I see this is
For
the
Scott.
level we've gotten to.
Hassan, what's your question?
For Scott,
What do you
do
want?
you have faith on Luke Shaw?
Yeah, I do.
Woo!
Absolutely, bro.
Props to him.
Hey, yo, you look at, here's what's up. He got his leg broken. You know, that shit shouldn't happen to any player. You know, sometimes it would be a career-ending injury. You know, sometimes, you know, you don't bounce back from that. And I feel like he's done well to kind of get himself back into that kind of flow and like he's doing okay. He wasn't the same kind of player he is before, but he does well. You know, he can defend quite well. You know, he can go forward and like cause problems.
You know who you sound like? You sound like you're talking about Henderson and PFA. That's what that sounds like right there. I understand how you feel, man, but I would agree on you on this. I think that I say you have to trust Shaw because who else? What other left back can you get? Mendy's not going to come anytime soon. He's at Real and doing the bits. Who's the next left back you can really get? And please, God, don't say Chilwell.
We're not getting Chilwell. If I'm being honest,
Everton's left back is solid.
Digne.
They can get
Digne is solid.
Digne
is probably one of the best left backs in the league.
Oh, Luca Pellegrini would be a good option.
I wouldn't get him. Italian players coming to the Premier League, it's just kind of iffy, you know.
I would say Digne is the best defender left back in the league.
I would say that.
No, Robertson.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, he's gonna sign for United.
I wouldn't choose him over. I wouldn't choose Robertson over him. I choose Digne over Robertson.
But y'all gotta put some respect on the champ.
Alex Grimaldo.
I think Kieran Tierney's up there with one of the top 5 probably.
Thank you, Scott.
I would be honest. I like Tierney. I like what he
Tierney's
brings.
up there, but he's not the best.
I wouldn't say he's the best.
You say Tierney's the best?
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Kieran Tierney's up there.
I'd say he's up.
I'd say that.
I'd
say he's like top 3 or 4. Top 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say Robertson. I'd say Robertson's second. And I'd say Digne is head because Digne can actually – he's a really good defender. But he can also go ahead attacking. That's the thing. Hey, TJ, why'd y'all let Digne go? That was the one guy who could defend. The one.
That they could sign Junior Firpo.
Oh, I see that shade right now, Manav. You could have done that in the chat, but I'm glad that you did that out here.
Hey, Hassan, real quick.
Okay.
Do you have faith in Mustafi?
Hey, yo, just the way he asked that, like, so bluntly as well.
We talked about it with Jordan last night, and I actually do. My guy is signing 3-year deal.
DJ, it's okay. I roasted him over this too. I roasted them all over this Mustafi. I told him he was a bum-ass nigga who should not be playing in the Premier League. He should take his bag. He should go back to the Bundesliga. But he should never be in the Premier League at all. He is an embarrassment as a central defender. If he wins anything in his life, it's a passport to get the fuck back on that plane, go back to Germany.
If you've been watching Arsenal football after the lockdown, Mustafi and Xhaka are the top 2 players. Like simple as straight up.
Again,
You've been watching the Arsenal football.
I have,
side?
and I believe.
So who do you think? Tini's
better.
up there too. Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney's been better than Mustafi. Yo, Mustafi. It was Mustafi's fault that they conceded to Leicester.
No.
Wait, Hassan, real quick. You said
Whose fault
Martial
was
is
it?
inconsistent, right?
Who?
Martial, you think he's inconsistent, right?
No, I said that Martial wasn't.
He said that. He is inconsistent.
Okay, Hassan, do you trust Mustafi one-on-one against Martial?
Hell yeah, bro.
No, bro.
What the?
Mustafi's.
I trust him to get a yellow card.
No, but actually though, on a more serious note, Hassan, how do you feel about that David Luiz extension?
Nah, David Luiz gotta get the bro. I don't like that. I've never rated that.
The reason they extended David Luiz's contract was that so that Gabriel Martinelli could feel at home, or whatever his name is.
Oh my God.
Oh, his name is Guendouzi, and he feels at home training by himself in London with the U12s of Arsenal.
No, not Guendouzi, the Brazilian prodigy, the Gabriel Martinelli.
Oh, you mean Mason Greenwoodinho, right? Shit. Different rules. We're switching the game up, man. Why do you think Diogo Dalot's at Manchester United? Because he can speak Portuguese and so can Mason Greenwoodinho. There you go. Done.
Nah,
it is what it is.
Any other questions you guys had? Because I definitely know I need to turn in real quick.
It's all good. That's it for me.
Nah,
Okay.
I think we bantered enough on United.
Yeah.
Scott, you're good. Hassan, you're good.
I do have one more question. If Manchester United were to get a CDM, what about Denis Zakaria?
Oh no!
Zakaria.
No.
I could see
That
it.
guy wouldn't last.
I would go with Ndidi though, but just because, or however you say them, Ndidi, however you say it, because he's Premier League proven. He's Premier League proven. So I don't think you should waste your time on Bundesliga. Now, if he goes to, let's say, Leicester, and he does the bits at Leicester as a replacement to Ndidi, then, you sell Ndidi to fucking Real or whatever for more than you paid for him, and then you get Zakaria.
Yeah. Or William Carvalho.
Hey, Jordan.
That's cool, man.
So, no, but you can do the best thing ever. Like, you have magnets right now. Exchange with Barcelona and get De Jong. They will give it to you, like, instantly.
We're all. Hassan, you said you got one question?
No, I was going to get no, it's okay.
Oh. Who you got tomorrow?
Who you got tomorrow, Scott? It's just a different topic.
Wait, who do I have tomorrow? I have West Ham. I have
who you got tomorrow? I was talking about the fight.
Tomorrow's game.
the fight. Oh, I got you. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a different thing. All right, guys, let's head out. It's nice to have you guys on. TJ, thank you. Hassan, thank you. Manaf, thank you. Scott, thank you. I'll see you guys next episode. Hopefully there'll be more people here because this is fucking fun. I actually love doing this.
It's good fun.
We should have the Arsenal fan and the Man U, the debate.
Bro, I'm putting
Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, get
That'd be
some
a good
Chelsea
idea.
people. Get some Chelsea, Liverpool people here. For real. I'm about to do this whole Premier League shutdown moment.
Jordan wants us to find
I
some
know
plastic fans.
Liverpool people, but they're like pretty plastic.
He wants us to find some bandwagons, bro.
Hey, the Hondu
Arsenal
needs
fans,
it. The Hondu needs
Arsenal
it.
fans, come back when you can afford a player without paying it in installments.
Hey,
Come back.
Barcelona, come back when you actually have the sense of a transfer.
Hey, yo, Barcelona, come back when you sign a player that's like 28 and under. Different rules.
DJ, come back when you close your fridge.
Ouchie, bro.
All right. Thank you guys for coming. All right. I'll see y'all guys soon.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
take it easy.
Yeah, man.
What y'all doing? Leave. What y'all waiting for? Leave.
I wanted to talk more. Oh, shit, my bad. Are we still recording?
It's still recording.
Oh,
Where
no.
to go?
Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah.
Fucking leave. What y'all waiting for? Go. I see what you're doing. Go. I said, don't you gotta get up for like a pre-morning workout, man? Swole ass nigga, bro. Go to sleep.
Good night, ladies.
Jordan, do you guys play football? Where do you guys play football?
It just kind of varies. We'll play in
depends.
different locations.
Can I join you guys?
Sure. I can. Hey, you cool if I just add him to the lads thing?
I
Or
mean,
you just want me to message him? I just message you individually.
yeah, just message is cool. Yeah.
I'm trying to play too.
All right, I'll message you guys whenever we're doing a pickup because we just it'll just show up out of nowhere. But I'll hit you guys up individually. So I got you.
All right, bro.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll see you guys.
All right, take it easy, bro.